So Deanne, in terms of how you get your shots, can you give us some of the things that you use every time you pick up a camera?
When I pick up a camera, what I want to do most of the time is to make a human connection with my subject. And I want to humanize an issue whenever I can. For example, a writer, Joan Ryan, and I, we did a story on a soldier. We felt like we were hearing all the numbers of the soldiers that were coming back from Iraq with, you know, these horrible injuries, you know, amputations and brain injuries, and we just felt like we wanted to put a human face on this. Who are these guys and women, you know, who come back, you know, their lives have been blown apart, and, you know, who are they? You know, they're sons and daughters and fathers and mothers and brothers and sisters, and we wanted to show that. So we knew we had to really, we had to find a soldier who would let us into his or her life. So we went to Walter Reed Medical Center and made a connection with a soldier. His name is Brent Bretz, and he had come back from Iraq, lost both of his legs, and you know, was just, you know, medically had a lot of things to overcome, but, you know, also just trying to get his life back together. And so what we did is we just had to build his trust, first of all, and make a connection with him so that he felt comfortable allowing us into his life, because we had to really spend some time, and, you know, he had to be able to put up with us being there, and, you know, we just wanted to capture moments and show what his life was like so that viewers would connect with him and care about this issue.
Interesting. And you, so as a photojournalist, you have many opportunities where you're going out with a plan already set in terms of what you're going to be shooting. Would you recommend that in terms of photographers trying to find shots, actually naming it out ahead of time what they're looking for?
I think it's important to have a general plan, and I'm always looking for stories. I'm always looking for interesting stories and just being aware of which stories that I'm drawn to. But I think that you have your plan, you go out on the story, but you have to be willing to let things change, because they never go exactly like you expect it to go. And that's what makes it interesting too. It just takes a life of its own, you know. It just, you know, just unexpected things happen, and some really, you know, lucky things happen. You go, oh, I can't believe I ran into just the person I needed to run into at this moment. And then at other times you go, this is so frustrating. I feel like I'm beating my head against a wall. I'm not getting what I'm looking for, you know. So, but I think you have to have a loose plan and just, you know, see what happens.
Deanne, I'm asked all the time, how do you move from being an amateur to a professional photographer? What are your points of advice on that?
I would say that anybody can become a pro if you're driven and you're passionate. It is difficult to break in, but if you've got, you know, this underlying passion and drive, you can do it. You know, it's kind of like just, it has to become you. It has to be a part of you. And, you know, you wake up in the morning and you say, I'm going to photograph. Well, what am I going to photograph today? Just every day, it's what you do. You know, if you're just kind of like dabbling here and there, you know, it's going to be hard to make it. But if you say, I want to be a pro, this is what I'm going to do, it's just every day. You know, you wake up and, you know, you make your coffee and you read all the photography blogs, go to all the photography sites, you know, get inspiration, get information, know what's going on. You know, you're subscribing to Photo District News, you're just, you know, going to all the seminars, you know who the key people are in the business, you are constantly educating yourself, you're looking at photo books, you are shooting, you know, just going out every day, making pictures, and just little by little, you know, you're going to get there. You know, I do think that networking is very important, and it's, you know, who you know kind of thing is important. And so it's really important to get out, meet people, show your work. I think I've seen, you know, I go to a lot of seminars and things, you know, Eddie Adams Workshop, Photo Plus, and you meet the people, meet the pros, and show your work. And, you know, I think these workshops are great places to connect with the pros, and they can teach you so much, and they're also a great connection for you in terms of giving you advice, in terms of, you know, opening the door so you can go meet them in the office, meet other people, meet editors. I think that just be passionate.
Awesome. Thank you, Deanne, for joining me on my photo show. It's been great having you.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Be sure to subscribe to our blog now to stay updated on my show, and we'll give you tips and insight to keep advancing your photography. Also, check out our guests' website for a closer look at their work. Until then, this is Marc Silber reminding you to get out and capture your own images of life.